As we try to figure out how to get kids back to school safely, we are facing a whole new set of questions right now.
Yeah, aren't we though? First time ever. Chris Conti looks into what happens if you can't work because your child gets sick or their school shuts down.
And the yard's been a godsend.
Okay. The constant back and forth of a summer consumed with COVID
This has been a summer of popsicles.
has left Acacia Clark and her 3 boys stuck in a state of uncertainty.
I made a decision early on that I was going to try to keep working, and it's been mostly leaving them to their own devices.
This realtor and her husband are both still working, but juggling her business and the kids has proven nearly impossible.
My focus, for my work has been abysmal. So I haven't been able to focus. I'll get in, a few minutes here, a few minutes there, but it's very stressful.
As empty classrooms start to fill back up, Acacia and other parents across the country are stuck, wondering what might happen if their kids catch COVID and they can't work. Chris Fuedo is an employment attorney.
If kids can't go back to school, parents can't go back to work full time.
In March, Congress passed the Family's First Coronavirus Response Act. It gives parents 2 weeks of paid sick leave if you find yourself having to quarantine. Parents also get 2 weeks of paid sick leave at 2/3 your regular salary if your child's school or daycare shuts down because of COVID. And it guarantees 10 weeks of leave at 2/3 your salary if you need to take care of a sick child. Those benefits will run out on December 31st. Another big problem facing parents right now, many have already exhausted all of their leave. So if you do find yourself having to ask your boss for more flexibility, the best advice is to have a plan.
Come up with your plan and say, hey, listen, this is the most that I can do for my employer, or this is how I can do everything I need to do for the employer while still be there for my family.
It's more than being stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's just being in a hard place constantly and not even having a light at the end of the tunnel.
And with a new school year on the horizon, Acacia Clark and parents everywhere are trying to manage whatever the pandemic throws their way.
This is a new normal for years to come.
Chris Conti, News Channel 5.
And it is important to know that under the Family's First Coronavirus Response Act, it's illegal to fire someone because they need to take care of their family due to COVID. On our website right now, we have more tips on how to have some of those difficult conversations with your boss. Just look for this story in the Rebound section of our website.